Hi, Scrappy friends. I hope your 2025 is off to a good start. Today I'm going to be doing a layout using the December hip kits. I started my layout with hexagons. I used the hexagon die and I actually prepped them overnight, so I already had my dies cut out. That really helps me to prep when I know I'm going to use certain dies or any materials that's going to take extra work. I will go ahead and do that at a different time just so I could save time on whatever I'm working on now. So even though I've been scrapbooking for many years, I'm still a beginner when it comes to embossing. So I thought it'd be a good idea to emboss some of the hexagons. So I used the hot pink one and the blue colored one, and I love that the colors are so rich and the hexagons look so glossy and rich. So I use several different size hexagons in this layout. And I also used some of the chipboard hexagons. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I just started playing around with all the different size hexagons, and it was really simple from there. I just layered them from the largest in the center to the smaller ones outside, just going like in a trail from the larger hexagon, and it came out really simple. I just started and kept on going and going. So I decided to use one of the die cuts, one of the frame die cuts for my pictures. I considered framing one of the using one of the hexagons to frame the picture, but I just went ahead and grabbed this from the cardstock, from the die cuts. That's what they're there for, to make things fun, easier, simpler. So I just grabbed that and it fit my picture perfectly. And I also wanted repetition of color. So I used the same 12 by 12 pattern paper that I cut my large hexagon from. I used torn pieces of paper to border my left and right side of the page, and I thought that repetition was good enough. I like that the paper I chose had several colors, so that actually added even more repetition from other colors in the layout. And if you know me, you know by now that I love florals, so I started working on my florals, and then I stopped to add the borders, and then I get back to working on the florals. I usually use a lot on the page, but I just layered them under the right top side of the picture, and that was enough for me. I think the borders of the pattern paper on the outer parts of the page really did a good job of grounding the layout, repeating patterns and repeating colors, and that really just cut down a lot of extra paper that I needed to add to the layout. And I'm going to start adhering the hexagons down. So I did use foam tape to just give a little dimension and depth to the layout, and I go in and place foam tape on all the different size hexagons. And once I get that done, I go ahead and adhere my picture and my florals down. So we actually had snow last week here in Atlanta, and we were all surprised that we woke up to a white a white snow day. And of course they canceled school because here in the South, if you don't know, we get snow so rare. Snow is so rare for us that people can't drive in the snow. It just becomes dangerous for people to be out. The roads aren't ice because it doesn't happen often enough for the state to have like a common routine and for drivers and everybody to be safe. It's just the easiest bet to stay home. So school was canceled. A lot of work was canceled for people. So it was really a nice, beautiful snow day. And we only got snow that day, but it was just enough. So I captured this one little picture of my daughter just soon as we got outside. She loves having snow days. And like I said, they're so rare here in the South. So she just stepped out and starting enjoying it. And of course, me being a scrapbooker, I snapped a picture. I really love the colors in this collection. I like that they are bright and happy, even though it's winter time. And like I mentioned before, it's a lot of elements in these kits that can be used for so many things, whether New Year's or Christmas, the holidays, skiing, winter, baking. It's so many different elements in this collection. There are so many ideas that you can do. So I decided to use the winter aspect of the collection, and I just go in with snowflakes and all the little elements of winter. I like that the chipboard frames were a little skinnier. Actually, you could choose full filled in chipboard frames, or you can choose just the outline. So I choose the skinnier outlines to balance the thicker cut hexagons from the hexagon die. And also you can use embellishment floss and you can use embroidery floss to stitch the hexagons. I thought that would be a really nice or pretty idea, and I'm pretty sure some design team members have already done that. So be sure to check out from them other fun ways to use what we have in our kits. I love seeing people use things in their own different ways. You know, all us creators, we have things that we do really well, and it's just so fun to see how other people use some of the same products. To complete my title, I used the gold puffy stickers to spell out the word hello. So my full title was Hello Winter. And I really could have used anything that had the word winter in it. So I should have thought about something more creative. But when it comes to titles, I really don't overthink it. I really am a basic title person, which is not, I guess it's not a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, I don't overthink my titles. I just go ahead and say something that represents what's going on in that picture with my title. So I don't know if you've had a chance to check out the stamp set that came in the December Pocket Life kit, but there are a lot of fun elements on it that can once again go for many different themes. So for my layout, I decided to use a few phrases along the straight edges of my hexagons. I thought that was a fun way to use some of the phrases. And I also used the snowflake stamp from the set. I used two snowflakes. There was a bigger one and a smaller one, and I just went in and sprinkled them throughout my page also. So at this point, I really have all types of snowflakes on my picture. I also grabbed earlier in the layout, I grabbed some of the layered cardstock stickers. I grabbed the metallic silver snowflakes and added those to my pages earlier. So right now I have all different type of snowflakes on my page, and I'm loving it. I don't have no problem with that. All right, so it's about time to wrap this layout up, and I just decided to add a few splatters on my page. I grabbed one of my Lindy's Gang sprays that we received a few kits ago, maybe in the September kit, I believe, and I add those splatters and call it a day. I love that the purple matched the other colors in the collection. So thank you so much for following along today. Remember, you can like and subscribe if you enjoy our process videos, and you can even be notified every time we add a new video. There are many benefits of becoming a Hip Kit Club member. You can check the details in the comment section below for any questions you may have. Feel free to ask and we'll get back to you. There also is a coupon code if you would like to give it a try if you've never used one of our kits. Thank you so much for following along. I wish you a happy 2025, and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you. Bye.